We're gonna eat wholesome bakes. I hope Mommy baked and she baked for me. And we're baking some banana bread.
That is right. Oh my goodness, he got it. We didn't rehearse that, by the way. I just asked him what he was going to say, and he told me, and I said, "Okay, you ready?" So he just said it again. Oh my gosh, he's a natural, isn't he? Anyway, welcome to our Wholesome Bakes channel, Leah's Wholesome Bakes. And like he said, Eli, we're going to bake some banana bread today. Actually, banana nut bread.
Nut bread!
Nut bread!
Surprise!
Jeremiah, excuse me. Thank you. So, this is a recipe that I have been practicing for years and years. My dad used to love banana bread, and so I actually started baking it for him. I think that might have been one of my very first recipes was banana bread. And I used to make it with white flour a long time ago. And then I started making it with whole wheat flour. So I kind of tweaked the recipe a little bit here and there throughout the years. And I think this might be the perfect recipe. Are you excited to start with me? All right, let's get started. So we have our list of ingredients here. 340 grams of very ripe bananas.
We have flour.
Not yet, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do wet ingredients first. Let me start off with explaining the bananas. So a lot of the recipes call for like overripe bananas where it's like really black. This is the kind of ripeness that I like. I don't like when they're really black because they then start to get that like rotten taste in them. So I think this is like the perfect ripeness for a banana when you're making banana bread. So we have 340 grams of bananas, which is probably about 2.5 large bananas.
Banana nut bread.
Yes, banana nut bread.
Yeah.
But right now we're talking about the bananas. So 2.5 of these or 3 small bananas. Eli, now we're going to have to get another spatula. All right? Because we do believe in having clean hands because we washed our hands and having clean utensils and everything that we use is going to be clean. So we have 340 grams of bananas, a quarter cup of unrefined cane sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 stick of butter, 2 large eggs, half a cup of Greek yogurt, 2 1/4 cups of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, and I cannot forget the walnuts. I have half a cup of walnuts over here.
Those are nuts.
Walnuts, right?
Yeah.
That's what you call them. All right, so we're going to start off with, you can puree the bananas in a blender, or you can piece it up, break it up in there, in a bowl or whatever container you want to use. And I need to wash my hands. And after you mash them and let them sit for about, I say about 5 minutes or so, they actually turn into liquid. All right, so we have this all mixed up now, all mashed up, I should say, and it's kind of in liquid form now. Now what we're going to do is...
I got my finger.
What's wrong with your finger?
Here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that hurts. We're going to mix up, I have the butter and the brown sugar and cane sugar in here. And we're just going to mix those two together, those 3 items together. You want to do that? Okay. I'm going to throw away this banana peel. Good job. He's learning. You want mommy's help? Okay. That's right. We try not to use our fingers and our hands for anything that we do.
Are you use your fingers?
Sometimes I have clean hands too. I always wash my hands before we get started with this.
Mommy,
Okay.
it's not enough because the spatula.
That's okay. Now we're going to add to this sugar and butter. We're going to add our sour cream. Actually, I'm sorry, Greek yogurt. I used to use sour cream, and I just started using Greek yogurt.
Yeah, I like.
And then we mix that up.
It's hard to mix
I
it.
think I should probably do it this way. You want to try that one?
It's
Is that better?
Do it.
Good.
That's better.
That's better. And then while you're doing that, I can add the banana.
Yes.
Go ahead and mix.
Mix.
Ooh, that looks good.
Mix.
So you always want to start with the creaming the butter and the sugar together, so that they can just get incorporated. And then also, if you don't do the butter and sugar before you do the bananas, then it gets kind of lumpy and a weird texture. Now to this, we are going to add our 2 eggs. Which I like to do in a different container.
You poke it!
It's okay. As long as you don't get any shells in there, we'll be okay.
You didn't break it!
Yay!
Yahoo!
A whole egg.
Okay, now you can put it in.
Oh, sorry. It was too heavy. I didn't want you to drop this in the bowl. It was too heavy for me. We mix that up in there. And then mix it up. You're doing a good job mixing, bud. We're gonna add our vanilla.
Guess what?
What?
What? I mixed it all together.
You did good too. Thank you. Do you want to sift the flour now? So we have our 2 cups of flour here. I'm sorry, earlier I said 2 1/4 cups. It's actually 2 cups of flour. Yeah, that's how you need to do it. You can't rock it back and forth.
I'm going to do this.
Okay. You're too messy. You got it on your shirt? So we sifted our whole wheat flour together. And whenever you're sifting whole wheat flour, you always have these little bits of grain in there, which is fine. I just dump it in there. I want to get all of it. All good for us. Nutritious. And I'm going to add the nuts. Just like the chocolate chips, you want to coat the nuts with flour so that they won't sink. So we have our 1/2 cup of walnuts here. I'm going to put those in there.
Hey, I was going to mix that up.
And then also we have our cinnamon, salt, baking soda, and baking powder.
Mommy, can I put that in there?
You sure can. All the dry ingredients together. That's good enough. Now it's time to pour them in here. We pour our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients.
I can mix that all together.
You can? You sure? Okay. Here we go. Look at you go. Mommy's turn?
Your turn and then my turn.
Okay.
I get done mixing it up. I mix it up too.
Okay.
A little bit more.
A little
As
more.
you will mix it up a little bit more, I'll mix it up more.
You want to mix it up now? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stuck. See, it's stuck. I don't
Let's
think
start. We need to get the other spatula back. Wipe it off of here.
Hey, did you know I want to use the other spatula to mix it?
You want to use the green one? Okay, we'll use the green one.
I use the green one because the green one's even harder.
Go ahead.
Okay. That's more like it.
That's more like it. I have my mini loaf pans here. My olive oil spray. I will spray my pans as I usually do. Just a little bit of spray. This will probably make about 12 of these mini loaves.
You want it, and I'm putting it in.
Okay, he wants to put them in there this time. Go ahead. Alright. See? Mommy's gonna have to do it then. It's a little too messy for me. I lost my little helper again to Lego Batman. I don't know that baking competes with Lego Batman video game at the age of 4. There's no competition. So here I am back by myself, which is fine. So I have filled up both my pans. Well, not filled up. I filled up one and then left 3 over here empty. So that makes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 muffins. I will bake them in the oven at 350 degrees. And then after they come out, I will take them out and let them cool down and taste them and let you know how they taste. While these are baking, I just wanted to say real quick, I forgot to continue my quick story about how I baked these for my dad. So when I was probably about maybe 10 or 11, I think I might have started like really getting into baking on my own. And my dad was my worst critic. So I used to bake banana bread for him because I knew he loved it. And I would bake it and be like, Dad, try it. And every time, it seems like every time it would get better. It would taste better and better for him. He liked it more and more. So he loved Leah's banana bread. So this is one of my dear to my heart recipes that I will continue to bake and continue to share with you if you would like. We're back. Want to say hi?
Hi.
And the muffins came out of the oven. Actually, they're loaves. The loaves came out of the oven. And this is how it looks. It rose pretty good. It's kind of dark. I'll take some pictures. So now I have my test tasters here. And the other one is walking over right now, of course. And we're going to taste this bread. Oh!
That's good.
Mom came in. No, don't hit the garage. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna taste this bread. That you like?
No, I want that one.
Jeremiah? Your mommy. Mmm. Yum, yum. You like it? Hmm? Thumbs up or thumbs down? You like thumbs up or thumbs down? You like sweet.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right, that is the end of our banana bread video. Thank you for joining us.
Mommy.
Okay. If there's something that you would like us to make wholesome for you, maybe a recipe that you really like and you've been eating for a long time, but you just wonder how it would taste using wholesome ingredients, let us know. Comment below or just contact me and I can face that challenge of making it a wholesome, delicious treat.